Hello and welcome back. If you're going to start using the web-based version of Gmail, one of the first things that you're going to want to do is spend some time setting up the Gmail to work exactly the way you'd like it to. Getting into the settings is pretty easy. After you've logged in, you'll see a link right up here that says Settings. You just click on it and it takes you to your settings page. As you can see, there are lots of different pages of settings. Today I'm only going to talk about general. In the next couple days I'll talk about what all of these other ones mean and what you can do in there. So as you can see, there's lots of different settings on this page that we can change. Let's take a look at all of them just so that you know what you're looking at. Obviously, language is which language you would like your Gmail to be displayed in. Maximum page size. You have three options in here. I prefer to leave mine set very high because I don't like having to hit the next page while I'm looking at my email. But if you have a slower bandwidth or if you don't like having that long of a page, you can change this to meet whatever you prefer. Keyboard shortcuts is a very helpful feature in Gmail. I'll be spending a few days just talking about the different shortcuts. My recommendation is that you do turn that one on. External content. What this is about is whether or not to display pictures from people who you know. So if, say, somebody sends you an email that has a picture embedded, do you want that picture displayed? Now, one of the things that people should probably realize if they don't is sending a picture in an email is the easiest way to incorporate a virus into an email, because when it opens that picture it sometimes has to do a different processing or get the picture off of the internet, and that's when things can start happening in terms of getting viruses and bugs. So I actually recommend that you leave that off and ask for always have to give permission before you look at pictures. Browser connection is another security issue. HTTPS is a secure website. That means that your information is encrypted between your computer and the computer that you're sending it to, which means that your email is much more difficult to read by an outside party. So I recommend that you always have HTTPS on. My picture, if you wanted to set a picture for what you'd look like, you could set that up there. You can just hit select a picture and then choose the picture either from your hard drive, or if you have it on the internet somewhere, you can get it off of the internet as well. A signature is what is appended to all of your email addresses. If you want to have something set up that, like your name and title, you can do that here. Personal level indicators is a very helpful little tool, and I actually don't have it turned on right now, but what it'll do is it'll put one little arrow next to any message that is sent to your email address and two little arrows that is sent only to your email address, and no arrows if it's not sent to you at all. So what that would mean is if somebody sent you an email directly and only to you, it would have two little arrows. If it was sent to you and a whole bunch of other people, it would have one arrow. And if it was sent just to a mailing list and your email wasn't specifically listed, it wouldn't show that at all. Snippets. I do have snippets turned on. As you can see on my email here, I have who it's from, the subject of the email, and then it starts to give me the first line of the email's message. I usually leave that on just so I can quickly see what the email might be about before I even open it up, but that's up to you. If you want to turn that off so you only see the subject line, just choose no snippets. Vacation responder is if you like to send out an email when you're on vacation so that people know they shouldn't expect a response. You can do that right here, turn it on and off. Optional message encoding is another security type of a feature. I don't actually know very much about the encoding part of it, so I just usually leave it at default. And attachments, this actually, when you're attaching a file, will give you a status bar of how much longer before your file is completely uploaded to your email. And basic just says it is uploading, and then it lets you know when it's done. But the advanced gives you a progress bar. But it does require flash, which means it could take a few more of your system resources. So after you get everything set the way you'd like it, click on Save Changes, and you're good to go. You may need to refresh your screen before those changes show up, but after that you will see that all of your settings that you have selected will be enabled. Hope that helps.